Okay.
You're up.
Okay, I'll call the meeting to order. And if we can go around and do introductions, Greg, do you want to start?
Yes, Greg Perez.
Oh, Ted Inslee.
Nancy Muller.
I'm Deanna Balcarb, Vice Chairperson.
Heidi Muller, Transit Operations Manager.
And then, for the minutes, I did notice one thing. It said Vice Chair and it has, a voice listed, so it should be mine. So
Under call to order?
yeah.
Okay.
Just FYI, that's one thing that I noticed. Are there any other corrections or additions to the minutes anyone have? Can I get someone to approve the minutes?
Yeah, approve.
Okay,
I'll second.
okay. Been moved by Ted and seconded by Nancy.
Are y'all good to approve minutes as amended?
Yes.
Yes.
Greg?
Yes, yes,
Any public input? Looks like no. Then old business bus signs update, Heidi.
Yep. So I actually just picked up the big one Tuesday. So this is the new bus style and designs that you guys have chosen. So I figured I'd bring them in so you guys can see what they'll look like. You know, once I'm healed up and can actually start putting them on signs. And posts. This little square box is just where the route number or bus stop number is gonna go. So that's why that little box is there, just to kind of help make sure it's nice and straight when I lay it out. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys see them in person on what they look like and how they turned out. I think they turned out really good. Yeah. So hopefully, you know, again, hopefully when I better, it will be able to put up.
Then, service modifications.
Yeah, so Todd couldn't be here today. He had a family event come up that he forgot about, so he's gonna have me cover for you guys. So service modifications, what we got going on is the 99X on August 24th, at least that's the last date I was told. There's gonna be construction at the Oregon City Transit Center. They're completely redoing that entire transit center. So we are gonna have to change up where we land and do our boardings and alightings. So that will be posted as the time gets closer when I get confirmation of the date. The other issue is TriMet would appreciate if we didn't have as much layover time, because if the driver has a break, they're actually gonna have to offload everybody, go around the block, park somewhere else, break there, and then come back around and get back in line to pick people up. So it's gonna be a little crazy for about a year. Like I said, they're hoping this construction is only about a year worth. And then Woodburn, we're getting it from both ends. Woodburn, last I've heard is September. I don't know a date yet. But if you're ever interested, Woodburn is getting a Popeyes. They're deciding to build the Popeyes right where we pull into the Woodburn Bi-Mart parking lot. So things are changing there. Last I heard it's gonna start in September, so we won't be able to land there anymore. So our plan is to service that bus stop that's right next to the old Sherry's across the way on Mount Hood. And that's where we will have our stop, and then we're gonna go down to Industrial and just kind of park there, land for a few minutes, wait until our departure time and go that way. That is until I can get a new schedule built. I'm currently working on it as best I can, but timing wise right now, we don't have we have to give at least 30 days notice for people, and we would like you guys to see it. So I'm currently working on trying to get it figured out. While getting into that, and I'm not sure how long it's gonna take them to build that Popeye, so.
Yeah. Hey, are we good? Offload on the street?
It's gonna be at that bus shelter there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, on Mount Hood, across from like the DMV.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're planning, and that's our reroute. Once we do our new schedule, that's what we're actually planning on doing, is having a stop there. And then going to industrial and doing a stop just down the walkway. So people can get off at industrial and actually walk to the medical plaza a
Oh,
little bit less walking that way.
yeah.
So we're kind of wanting to do something like that. That's our plan. I'm not gonna guarantee that's gonna happen. But that's our plan. Speaking of Woodburn, when it comes to this new schedule building, right now, because of money and budgeting, and as you guys heard from Todd's explanation, we asked Salem for some money and they didn't want to provide any. So because of that, we're gonna be reducing our Woodburn runs to like every hour. Just because of the cost, you know, because we're paying for that out of our pocket. They're not participating. We then are gonna increase with the runs that we're not doing to Woodburn, the extra runs. We're gonna take that funding into Oregon City and increase our Oregon City to at least 30-minute intervals. And especially during the service hours, commute hours. So that's what I'm currently working on. I'm trying to devise a plan. We also are thinking of an addition with some of the time and funding that we'll have, that we're hoping to have, doing a couple runs to Wilsonville
Oh,
and assisting Wilsonville. So that way we're putting our stuff more to Clackamas County, you know, and Canby. Since a lot of people were interested in that Wilsonville in our last transit master plan. So we're gonna try. Again, none of this is guaranteed. It's something I'm trying to work out right now. I was actually sitting on my computer just, you know, looking at a spreadsheet going, okay, how can I make this work? So, and
Stephanie's in the waiting room.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, here's Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. All right, so, with those service changes and adjustments and, you know, extra runs, we are gonna work, what we're thinking of doing, because this last year, because it was the last fiscal year, we looked over our dial-a-ride weekday hours. And right now on our contract with the contractor, we've budgeted 25 hours a day, Monday through Friday, for dial-a-ride. That's what we have budgeted for. That's how much funding we get, all that. We're not making that many hours. Since the loop started, our dial-a-ride has reduced quite a bit. To the point where sometimes they're not even breaking 20 hours a day. Or even close to that. So from that 25 hours that we've budgeted for, we are thinking of moving at least 3 to 5 of those hours back into the fixed route. So then instead of doing 38 hours a day on the fixed route, we can do up to 41 to possibly 43.
Wow.
Yeah. Math. So that's what I'm also working with, and that's where that possible addition to Wilsonville may come in and so forth, but again, we're not 100% sure. I'm still working on it. So again, because of the reduction in the Canby Loop, we're thinking of dialing back the dial ride on weekday, just what we're contracting for. And since the fixed route is a little bit more.
Do you have frequent riders that are early or late? Is there a way to accommodate?
We
those?
do, well, not as much. I don't really have any early anymore. Most of our early dialysis are no longer utilizing it.
Okay,
So, but we do have a couple of riders that go for work at like 6:30 pickups or so. And then we have a couple riders that work late, like one of them right across the street that we pick up at 6 at night.
okay.
So, yeah.
You can easily accommodate them and reduce hours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I actually, just because in case anybody asked, I tried to do my homework and be like super ahead of things. I took our average riders, total dial ride weekday riders, divided it by our overall revenue, and we're averaging 17 hours a day right now. So it's pretty low, but so we want to kind of build that little gap, just to see if possibly it might increase, but put a chunk of the hours into the fixed route. So. Any questions?
No.
Okay. All right.
And then, next, new business operations report.
Well, before we do that, so Stephanie didn't get to see it.
Oh, yeah, the
Uh,
sign.
Stephanie, here's the new signs.
Oh, I think they're clear. I think it's clear, like that's bold and clear. Yeah.
So I just literally picked up the big ones. I picked the little ones up last week. I got the big ones this week, so I wanted to share it with y'all.
So we have all of them to move forward to put up, is what you're saying?
Yeah, but I unfortunately have boo-booed, so it's gonna be a little bit before I can get them all. So,
Well, I can tell you, I like the way they look. They visually look clear. So I like that.
good.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, operations report. Oh, I left it on this page, sorry. Woo, I make everyone dizzy. So we'll just start with our little weekday ridership if I can see it. There it is. There we go. So overall, our 99X on the weekday did increase just a little bit from the year-to-date totals, as you can see. Our Canby Loop is still excelling very well at about 13%. And you can see our dial ride, even though we're running lower hours, it has increased with our paratransit, but our general public is what took the biggest hit. Again, that's because of the Canby Loop, I think. But we also get a lot of people riding the loop that just don't want to call for a dial ride. So overall, weekday, we're up about 3.95%, call it 4%.
Wow.
And then our weekend. So our weekend is actually doing a lot better on the 99. We're running about 22.6% above what we did last year. Our Canby Loop is running again, still it's increasing about 38%. And then our dial ride has increased dramatically. I've actually talked with Todd because we've only technically budgeted 10 hours for our dial ride on Saturday, and we're going over on that. So we're gonna have to make sure that we, have the correct amount. So that's where some of those weekday hours might transfer in. I'm not 100% sure if we can even do that, but that's what's probably gonna have to happen, or we're gonna have to start asking for a little bit more money for Saturday when we do grants. So paratransit's up about 13.8. Our general public has dramatically gone up by over 162%. I'm not 100% sure why, but I know we have a couple people that are just on the outlay of town, so some of them can't quite access the loop in the 99 easily, so I think that's why. So overall, our weekend is actually up 26% overall. And then here comes the saddest part. 99,277. We almost broke 100,000 riders. We were this close. We were so close, but if you actually count all the cancellations and no-shows, like same day cancellation, no-shows, we were at 101 or something like that. So we could have broken it. So, yeah, so overall, we're up about 6% for the year in riders. So any questions?
No.
So close.
I know, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it.
I had a bet with Todd. I was like, I'm gonna buy you lunch if we break 100,000, and we're so close. So close. So,
I do have a question on the Woodburn route. Means you're gonna go an hour. Is bus 42 gonna be on that route?
yes, that's a fixed route 99X bus, the Gale, I guess, yeah.
If
That's the only route that can actually be on.
Is it? What about 32?
32 is both a fixed route and a dial ride. It just depends on what it's assigned for the day. So it might be out on a dial ride, it could be out on a fixed route. So, yeah.
Cause I can't ride 42.
well, I was gonna bring it here to
Oh,
help you with that, but because of this, I'm gonna have to hold off until,
Okay.
until,
well, I can
get a
come
little
to
bit.
you.
yeah, and we can schedule a time where I have that bus available. And we can work on seeing what's going on, cause I was talking to Todd about it actually, and I let him know what was going on, so he's like, that's weird, so he might wanna come out and see it too, cause he drove those in TriMet and stuff, so, you know, we can maybe see what's going on and
Yeah,
help you
it's-
get it figured out.
It's, I don't know how to explain. it.
Yeah, yeah, so we'll see how we can get you on and off of it more suitably.
Yeah,
If
'cause
there's a
my
trip.
bank is in Woodburn, so if we're gonna go an hour, that means at least 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah, so hopefully we can schedule a time to meet up and get it figured
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Whenever I'm free.
Okay. All right,
Figured it out.
Any other open new items?
I do have one discussion that Todd wanted me to bring up to y'all. The good news is our 4 new transit vans are in production right now. Yay.
Nice.
Okay.
Bad news.
Uh-oh.
They couldn't fit Todd's office in one?
Yeah. The turtle top cutaway bus that we accepted the bid and build on. They have come back to us and Turtle Top has basically said the bus is overweight, we can't build it this way. So we're trying to get that figured out. We're not 100% sure. We're still waiting to hear back from them on exactly what they're thinking and how they can fix it. Because they told us they could build it this way, but now we're getting told they can't, which is a violation of the agreement. So just a heads up, he wanted me to let y'all know that there is a possibility we're gonna have to tell y'all, we're gonna have to go out for another bid, for another RFQ. And bid on a different type of vehicle or a vehicle that will work that's within the state specs and agreements and everything. So the cutaway might be delayed.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
sad,
Yeah.
because those are beautiful buses, so hopefully we'll hear some good news and that they're like, oh, we realized we figured something out and it was wrong and that's what caused the weight issue, so
Hmm.
cross fingers. But that's all I got for y'all.
Okay.
Anyone got anything else?
I
I have a
did
question.
question. No.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Gregory. Okay.
No, go
Well,
ahead.
my neighbor signed needed dial-a-ride. She had some issues just understanding the process. And she was asking me how much time in advance after filling out the paperwork does it go into effect that she can call to start using it?
So once I've received part 1 and part 2, because I'm assuming she wants paratransit.
She actually, her car had broke down. She's not able to have one for a while. She had some medical appointments. So I offered it to her as a suggestion, got the paperwork for her, and she's just asking me, and I'm not at home right now, of course, like you guys know. She wanted to know how long between her filling it out, submitting it,
Yeah.
can she start using it?
So
I said I would ask you guys tonight while I was on the meeting.
no problem. So, because this is a whole new process, I got veteran clients that are like, why do I have to do a medical form now? So it's
Yeah.
understandable. So as long as I get part 1 and part 2 to get completed once I've gotten both of them and they're completed, I usually can review them in less than a day. And what me and
That's
Melody.
not bad.
Yeah, and what me and Melody do is we normally give them a call. They get a letter and our brochure and stuff again on how it works, how to call in, how to book your trip. But usually we call and at least give them a heads up. Hey, we got your application. Everything looks good. We'll have you in the system by the end of the day. And we kind of do that as a courtesy. So then they know, hey, I can actually call in before they get their letter.
Okay. I think she was thinking it would be a few weeks out. So
It-
from that,
It may only take extra time if
Yeah.
like I'm sick, I take a day off,
sure.
it's the weekend, or something hinky happened and I just couldn't do dial-a-ride stuff that day. I was working on other projects and then I get to it the next day. So
Okay.
I try
I'll let her
not to-
know. I'll let her know the approximates.
Yeah,
Okay.
as long as both are complete and and if something's not
Oh.
complete, I usually call and talk to them about it and get it figured out.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Heidi.
Greg? Greg, did you want to share?
Yeah, I wanted to ask a quick question. We discussed this, I think, months back, about placing the times on the CAT bus stops of when they come to that specific location. Did we do that?
So I'm actually trying to find the vendor who sells those exact schedule holders. And I'm having a very hard time. I was actually gonna pick your brain about that.
Okay.
Because our sign poles are these octagon shapes, it's a specific type of sign. And I've called several vendors that do our poles and stuff, and they couldn't help me very much. I have to order more before I can do schedule inserts, because I'm getting low on what I currently even have, so. And then we're gonna have to make sure we have enough money in the budget to purchase them. So I'm working on trying to figure out who I get them from, so my next step is to call a sister agency that uses them and be like, do you have the name? So, cause I can't find it anywhere.
Okay, alrighty.
Anyone else? Then I say we adjourn the meeting.
Okay.
All good
We're all good.
today?
I can tell you I'm all good here in Seaside.
Awesome.
Great weather.
Wonderful.
It's rodeo time in Joseph, Oregon.
Yeah.
Boy, we're covering a lot of ground tonight.
Yes.
So I'll end it at recording at 6:25.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Have a great